Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Strv S1. It's a Tier 8 Swedish premium tank destroyer. It's located on the southwest spawn of Glacier, and this one is under the command of Andromedaa. Game on. Well, he's got a platoon mate, or in fact he's got two platoon mates in this game. One's in the ISU 152K that just drove away, and the other one's in the Turtle. It's that Sheehan, Kernal and Jeffs. Okay, all in tank destroyers. Well, the Strv S1, it's the earliest wedge in the tank destroyer line, you might say. The other ones being the Strv 1030 and the Strv 103B. It's basically the concept was to actually create a tank destroyer with a very small crew but with a very good gun. A 105mm gun which was capable of doing 390 alpha and penetrating through 288mm of armour, and of course being able to retreat quickly, and it also make use of the suspension to actually aim at the enemy, and it could go into a siege mode whereby it can shoot with a high degree of accuracy, and it was fairly difficult for the enemy to penetrate it unless of course they could overmatch the hull. And unfortunately, this hull can be overmatched by 90mm guns. It's 13mm on the hull armour, no turret. So if they can fire at it with a 90mm, they can pen. He auto-aimed onto the Skoda T56, and his first shot goes in for an average roll. Looks like that Skoda's headed this way. Most of the time it's much easier manually aiming this gun, but sometimes there is an advantage to auto-aiming. In fact, Klaus Kellerman pointed that out in one of his replays today actually. He said that if you've got a particular enemy who's running away from you very quickly, just auto-lock onto them, and then instead of actually turning your vehicle to face the enemy, just release the controls and let the thing auto-aim onto the target and press the fire button the moment that it's got the reticule on target. I think he meant to do that once it came out of siege mode, or if it had just recovered its tracks after being tracked. Easy hit on the Skoda, but he can see where we are and he's aiming at us. Ow! 399 loss. Remember, he's got two shots, and we fire another one to him, so we lost 863. But we did get 3 shots on him, so we've got more damage on him than he got on us. Small consolation, we did lose a large amount of hit points. He could have pulled back fairly quickly. Now, one thing that Klaus Kellerman did point out, which I thought was a really good tip actually, if you actually place a turbo on your Strv S1 or on your Swedish wedge, you actually get faster movement when you're in siege mode. So it's actually worthwhile. Oh, what did he do? I think that's an accidental shot there. Yeah, it's worthwhile getting the turbo on. I mean, it's a fast tank as it is, 50 kilometers an hour, but if you actually put the turbo on, it means you speed up the aiming or the movement whilst you're in siege mode. So it's really slow in siege mode, so it's actually worthwhile considering that. Okay, not sure why he's going over here. His platoon mate's actually over facing a P-44 Pantera over the other side, but I think he's trying to get into a siege mode position on top of this mound, and he knocked the tree over so he could use it as cover. I think he pulled back because we lost all our tanks at the centre line, and I'm not sure that tree's actually going to give you the protection you need. Yep, he's decided to change position again. Well, the enemy hasn't crossed the centre line so far because our Star 1's down there and he can't see them. But what I can see is that the enemy is starting to make their way from the northwest corner of the map. Mind you, we do have some tanks covering that, including our tank destroyer teammates in the ISU 152K. Oh, I think it's Sheehan Kernal now. Just identifying his name. And this is a good position to be in because you can see them a long way off. Okay, who's going to be next? Oh! Well, that was a shot from the ISU 152K that just hit the KV4. But I think he got another negligent discharge just as he got up on top of the hill. And unfortunately didn't hit anything as a result. Oh, Skoda. Dead Skoda. That was worthwhile. Okay, our friend in the turtle has been forced back around the ring road, and well, he's still holding up that Pantera, stopping him from coming near the cap area. But we've lost sight of the KV4 and the IS-2. They're hiding at the moment. I think they're hoping that their teammates on the centre line will come out and help distract the guys who are actually holding them up. They don't want to take any fire from that ISU 152, not when he's got the BL10. And the first of the enemy coming up this way is the UDES 45, and the guards moved in to try and stop him. And the second one's the Patriots coming across from the centre line. These guys are trying to distract us and stop us shooting at the enemy tanks as they come in. Here's the first of those ones. The KV4's making his move, and he pulled back, probably because he tried to get a shot at the Tiger 2. But we might be able to hit this IS-2 too. Hello, bye. 344, and he gets taken out, and it was the ISU 152. So Shihan Kernow got the kill. KV4 doesn't want to come out. He's very reluctant to come out. And I think that he's seen the Patriot get all the way to the cliff edge. But the Patriot is now got the problem. If he comes up from the cliff edge, he's going to be facing that ISU 152. And there's the UDES. He locked on auto-aiming. That's not going to help because there's a rock in between. It's blocking your shot. You're in the wrong position. You need to move closer to that rock. That's a bit better because there's a little rock there that's blocking your shot. He wants to have it both ways. He wants to be able to shoot at the KV4 and also hit the UDES. And you can't, unless you move to this position, you can't. That will probably ricochet off the front of the KV4. Yeah, it did. The angle was too acute. Now, Patriot's still at the base of the cliff, but he hasn't come up yet. We lost our platoon mate there, the ISU 152K. He did get taken out. The UDES has come up, and this time round we can get a hit. He's also aimed on, he fires around and gets a low roll. But we were seen. So he's moved in behind this rock to ensure that he can't get hit by the KV4. The guard's got reasonably close. If that guy pops up, the guard proximity spots him, Andromeda will get a shot. That guard is very low on hit points, and the KV4's finally come out. He knows that the ISU 152K's moved, and there's the Patriot as well, and the KV4 tries to get a hit. Oh, he auto-aimed on and got the kill. Just as Klaus was saying, you know, just auto-lock onto the target, release the controls, it auto-aims onto the vehicle, and you can get the hit. Wouldn't recommend it always though. I'd prefer to manually aim, and it looks to me like one of those enemy tanks down there is actually firing in this direction, and I think it's the UDES 03. There he is. He's trying to go after the guard, and he got him. Okay, go for the UDES. There he is. Nice, got a hit. Low roll though, 387. Only just a low roll. He's gone behind that rock for cover. There's the UDES 45 running away. He's going to go down at the base of the cliff towards us. Now there's only two left on the team. The Scorpion G, who's holding back the Patriot. And then Andromeda using his Strv S1 to finish or hold back everyone else. We lost the turtle a while back as well. I'm sorry I didn't miss that when he went. This position is not really good at the moment for stopping that Pantera from coming around the corner. There's the Udis. Pumps one into him, low roll 361. He's staying there. He must have damaged something, possibly damaged the engine. Go for another one. Gets him. Nice. I think he did damage the engine on that guy, so that's why he slowed down. Either that or he lost a crew member. And the Udis is starting to come up by the he's come up by the slopes just nearby, and I think he's trying to take out the Scorpion. It might be worth moving closer. And there's the Patriot. We spotted the Patriot auto aim on, and he's out the game. Just like Klaus said, you know, auto aim on, let the thing do, let the suspension do its thing, and then press the fire button the moment it locks on target. The Pantera's coming in behind. Hello. He got that one as well, and he auto aimed onto it. So it looks like Andromeda probably knew about this fact before Klaus mentioned it in his video today. Okay, so there's only the Udis left, and the Scorpion is now free to hunt, as is Andromeda. It's 2 against 1. Oh, he's found him just round the corner. Got a little while to move. He's trying to get away. He's going down, actually. Is he onto the ice? No, he's around the corner, just around that rock. The Scorpion up on top. We'll go around the bottom. And hopefully, if he auto-aims on, we should be able to get the kill. Oh! He knew about it. He's auto-aimed on. Gets the kill. Woo! That's a Top Gun as well. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Andromeda in the Strv S1. Not his first ace tanker, he's had them before, but this was a very satisfying one. He got a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He managed to get 12, at least I think that's 12, because my eyesight does let me down occasionally. It's 13 actually. And he also got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills on top of a tanker sniper for doing the most damage at least 300 meters. And his win rate from that game was 5,332, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in the game, 3,727, but sadly it wasn't enough to get the high caliber. It wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. The next highest damage was the Udis 14.5 on the enemy team with 3,189. He also picked up a Confederate. And the third highest damage was the Scorpion, who did stay alive. He got 2,777. When it came to kills, Andromeda got that one as well. 6 kills to him, 3 kills to the 53 TP, 2 kills to the Scorpion G, the ISU 152K, his platoon mate, Shihan Gurnell, and also to the Udis 14.5 on the enemy team and their KV4. And where's our teammate in the Turtle? There he is! Yes, Gef's managed 2,299 hit points of damage, and he got 1 kill, so he wasn't mucking about around there. He was actually doing damage on the enemy. Sadly, though, he did get taken out in the end. When it came to base XP, yes, it's Andromeda again, so he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,252 to him, 1,076 went to the Scorpion. The Turtle, Gef's, managed to get 961, and there's Shihan Kernel. They're all in the no retreat, no surrender clan. And he managed to get 812. Puts him a little way down, actually, in 5th place. Andromeda fired 16 rounds, got 14 direct hits and 13 penetrations. Damage of 3,727 hit points, of which 2,354 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see maximum, most of the damage was done at long range. 2 hits received, both penetrations, I'm afraid. 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 6 killed, and 141 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 112,304 credits, 56,152 from personal reserves, and 40,000 for completing a mission. Took a total of 208,455 credits altogether. After repair, ammunition, resupply, and consumables, he actually took away a profit of 184,717 credits. That's a very high total. 1,878 XP, 188 for this being a premium vehicle, and 1,878 from personal reserves. Took away 3,944 experience points altogether. He said it was a well turnaround. It certainly was, because it looked at one point that they were very, very outnumbered by the enemy. But Andromeda used his skills with the S1 to actually get direct hits on the enemy and take them out one by one. And as I said, he used that technique, the same technique that Klaus mentioned today in his video, which of course Andromeda already knew about, which is if you see an enemy and you need to get a nice hit, auto aim on, the thing slews to the target, then you press the fire button afterwards and bang, you hit the target, or does most of the time. I think the only mistake that Andromeda really made was the shots from the Skoda T56. He could have pulled back and avoided losing nearly, well, it was over 800 hit points of his health. He could have pulled back from that, but in the end, it all came out good in the end, and he got a Top Gun. Very nice. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm.
And then hang out at home watching TV.
And of course, do let other people know that we've got a second channel called The General, where you can watch really great replays without any commentary whatsoever to distract you. Great games as the person saw them when they played them. Thanks for watching.